So let's tell you a little about the bike I chose. This is a 1974 Yamaha DT250. I didn't know a thing about the DT series until I started looking for an old enduro to buy. But apparently these were the bikes that kicked off the USA dirt riding craze of the 1970s and were a huge success for Yamaha. Here's an ad that shows how they were sold. That's right, they were moto-crossers with lights. The whole sales spiel was you got two bikes for the price of one. First, you got a competent street bike with lights and blinkers, and then you could ride it straight to the trail or the track, maybe remove the blinkers, and race motocross. And the pitch worked really well. They sold a lot of them. Now, what actually happened with a lot of these is people did explore dirt riding. Rather than purposefully remove the lights, they would just ride them. And they'd crash, and they'd break off the blinkers and bang them up until they really only got used as a dirt bike. Then some riders would make modifications to go full dirt bike. And in this case, they had a good model to copy, the Yamaha MX250, which was basically the same bike stripped down from the factory for track use. It had no lights or speedo or tachometer, no oil injection to lose the weight of the oil pump and the tank, and because track riders ran a premix. It also had some power mods and better gearing, but most of these were modifications that the rider could make to the DT himself if they were ready to make it dirt focused, but not ready to buy a new bike. This particular bike looks like it was ready for that transformation. The turn signals had been removed, the tack was smashed off, the bars were bent, and it was clearly ridden hard. Hard enough that I suspect this rider may have needed a better machine to keep progressing, and possibly went to the new generation of dirt bikes that was just introduced that had been completely transformed, all the dirt riders and all the dirt bikes, by another Yamaha innovation, the monoshock suspension. So that brings us to my concept for this bike build. I'm going to strip this DT down just as they would have back in the 70s and make it more like a straight up dirt bike. And I may even try my hand at a vintage motocross race. However, I still will be using a few tricks to keep it street legal enough to ride to our local bike nights. More on that in a later video. I realize this may bum out the purists, but I don't have much interest in a straight up restoration to factory trim. There are plenty of those out there, and this is not a super rare bike, and it's already a Franken bike with the wrong year tank. So I hope you enjoy seeing what I come up with, and thanks for watching.